Hey there, science fans! Welcome to another exciting journey into the world of numbers and chance. Have you ever wondered how likely something is to happen? Maybe you've thought about it when deciding whether to carry an umbrella or when playing a game of chance. That's where probability comes in. It's a fascinating field that helps us quantify uncertainty and make informed predictions. Probability is the chance of a specific event occurring. It's a way to measure how likely it is for something to happen. It helps us understand and predict uncertain events. Imagine flipping a coin. This simple act is a great example of probability in action. What are the chances of getting heads? When you flip a coin, there are two possible outcomes, heads or tails. That's right, it's a 50-50 chance, or a 50% probability. This means there's an equal likelihood of landing on heads or tails. Probability is expressed as a number between 0 and 1. This scale helps us understand the likelihood of different events. A probability of 0 means an event is impossible. For example, the probability of rolling a 7 on a standard 6-sided die is 0. A probability of 1 means it's certain to happen, like the sun rising in the east every morning. Most events fall somewhere in between. This is where probability helps us make educated guesses and informed decisions. Probability is like a superpower. It gives us the ability to foresee and prepare for various outcomes. It helps us make smarter decisions every day, from choosing lottery numbers, though the odds aren't great, folks, to predicting the weather. Understanding probability can even help in making business decisions, planning events, and much more. So, embrace the power of probability and let it guide you through the uncertainties of life. Before we dive deeper, let's learn some important words. An is anything that can happen, like flipping heads on a coin. An is a possible result of an event. For example, the event of flipping a coin has two possible outcomes, heads or tails. An is a process that leads to an outcome, so flipping a coin is an experiment. Are you ready for more probability fun? Let's go. Did you know there are different types of probability? Let's explore them. First up, we have theoretical probability. This is what we expect to happen based on math and logic. For example, when you roll a fair 6-sided die, the probability of getting any specific number, like a 3, is 1 out of 6. This type of probability is calculated using known formulas and principles. Then there's experimental probability. This is based on actual experiments and observations. For instance, if you roll a die 100 times and get a 3 18 times, the experimental probability of rolling a 3 is 18 out of 100. We calculate it by dividing the number of times an event happened by the total number of trials. This type of probability can vary depending on the number of trials conducted. Finally, we have subjective probability. This is based on personal beliefs and experiences. For example, if you believe there's a high chance of rain tomorrow because you have a feeling, or based on past weather patterns, that's subjective probability. It's not always accurate, but it can still influence our decisions. People often use subjective probability in everyday life, such as making business decisions or personal choices. Understanding these different types of probability can help us make better decisions and predictions. So next time you think about probability, remember there's more than one way to look at it. Section 4. Real-life probability. Probability is everywhere. Let's look at some real-life examples. When meteorologists predict the weather, they use probability. A 70% chance of rain means it's likely to rain, but not guaranteed. In sports, analysts use probability to predict game outcomes. And in medicine, doctors use probability to assess the effectiveness of treatments. Pretty cool, right? Section 5. Calculating probability. In this section, we will break down the steps to understand how to calculate probability in a simple and straightforward manner. Calculating probability can be easy. It's all about understanding the basic principles and applying them to different scenarios. Let's say we have a bag of 10 marbles, 5 red and 5 blue. This is a classic example used to explain probability. What's the probability of picking a red marble? This is a common question that helps us understand the concept of probability. We can express this as a fraction, a percentage, or odds. Each method gives us a different perspective on the same probability. Fraction 5/10, 5 red marbles out of 10 total. This means that half of the marbles in the bag are red. Percentage 50%, half the marbles are red. This is another way to represent the same probability. Odds 1-to-1, equal chances of picking red or blue. This means there is an equal likelihood of drawing either color. See? Probability isn't that intimidating after all. With these simple steps, you can calculate the probability of different events with ease and confidence. Section 6. Probability in our lives. Understanding probability is crucial for making informed decisions in our daily lives. From assessing risks to understanding statistics, probability helps us navigate uncertainty. It enables us to weigh potential outcomes and make choices that align with our goals. So keep exploring the fascinating world of probability, and remember, a little bit of knowledge can go a long way. Keep those science minds curious. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.